You know what's even more frustrating than being stuck? Feeling like you already supposed to know what to do, but you just don't. I've been there, not knowing which direction to choose or where to start. Today, I will share 3 things that helped me get unstuck and toward a life that feels more meaningful and more aligned to me. Welcome to my channel, Within Change, where I share my own personal life transformation journey, some reflections and tools and tips to support you with your own life changes. Some years ago, my life looked good on paper, like from the outside. I had a growing career as a civil engineer. I had recently became mom. We were building a house, and everything was good on paper, but I felt off and somehow disconnected. And for a long time, I was wondering, why do I feel like this? Because everything is good in my life. I felt pressure to return to work from my employer, from finances, from other people's expectations, from the environment, and actually from myself too. Deep down, I just wanted to stay home and be with my child. But I didn't realize that so clearly at that time. Over time, misalignment with myself just grew, and finally it led to burnout. One turning point that helped me realize this overall picture was clarifying my values. I used a tool called Wheel of Life. It's really simple to use. You are dividing your life in different areas like family, hobbies, finances, friends, relationships, career. And then you rate those areas, and it helps you figure out which area in your life you are not satisfied with and which you are. The problem is that life usually pulls us into different directions, from work, family, hobbies. Slowly, we stop paying attention to our values and things that really matters to us. I didn't realize it at first, but big reason why I felt so disconnected and over the time started to feel stuck was that I was living out of line with my core values. The second shift I had to make was learning to give me permission to rest and to be kind to myself. Because after we felt stuck and we finally start moving again, we feel like we should push harder and start to achieve things. But actually, rest is part of the process. You should allow yourself to get rest when you need it and not to feel guilty if you are resting. When I was resting and when I slowed down, I started to feel joy again. I felt like nothing feels so strongly anymore. Like I couldn't feel the feelings. So I really needed some time to just be in quiet and hear my own thoughts and rest. It gave me clarity to start moving and continue the changes in my life in a more sustainable way. Firstly, I felt so guilty when I was just at home. Luckily, my husband was really understanding. So with his support, I could really take the rest I needed. So remember, your value as a person doesn't come from the achievements or the progress that you are doing in your life. And that was a bit hard and also freeing lesson for me to learn. The third and hardest part was letting go of my old identity. Let go of who I used to be and old versions of myself. I was trying to figure out the solution not to feel stuck by making wise and reasonable choice. Just the problem was that there wasn't that kind of choice. Of course, I'm an engineer. I've used to think about things wisely, with my brain, not so with my feelings. I had built my career already 10 years with civil engineering. Somehow I just wasn't ready to let go all that work. And finally, I started my own company. I thought that, okay, it will bring me freedom, at least. But deep down, I also knew that I was quite bored with that field. And at the same time, when I was starting my own company, my mom got sick, and quite soon he passed away. And that was the hardest moment in my life. That grief after that, and especially the regret, made me really think how precious life is, even if it sounds like cliche, but it's really true. The truths are usually the cliches. So we don't know how long time we are here, and life is really precious. I finally also realized by letting go, it means also that I let go of control. Letting go of control is actually also really freeing. And I realized that years I've been trying to control so many things in my life. When I stopped gripping and trying to control all the outcomes in my life, I started to feel more free. And actually, letting go of control gave me so much energy. When you are trying to control things in your life so much, it really drains you. So let go. Let go of the control. I still don't know where this journey will take me, but I know I feel a lot more aligned with myself. I'm not afraid anymore, and I feel more confident with being around unknown. So, if you are feeling stuck, start by clarifying your values. Give yourself permission to rest so that you can hear yourself, you can hear your thoughts, and you can start to know yourself better again. And finally, let go of the parts that doesn't serve you anymore. Let go of your old versions and let go of control. Don't try to control all the outcomes in your life. Ask yourself, do you know what your values are? Are you living by your values? Are you giving yourself permission to rest? Permission to rest without guilty? And finally, is there some parts in yourself that doesn't serve you anymore? And would it be time to let go? These were the 3 things that helped me get unstuck, to move on towards my change journey and toward more meaningful life. If any of these 3 things resonate with you, I would like to know. So please comment below. And if you want to follow my life transformation journey and get support in your own life change, then you should subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.